your jaws. Put the gun down before you kill someone.
Teenage Girl's Diary.
Hello and welcome to another Dollar Store Drive-In. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm Joel.
And we're the Newlydeads.
We are.
Welcome to our half-hour chat show where we talk about a movie that we watched that we got from the dollar store.
Sometimes we get them from people, places, and things. That's something. And also, I want to point out my nifty new hat from the Boston Scally Company. My wife got it for me for Christmas.
I did.
And I like it. I usually wear my black hat, but I wanted to show that one off because it's a nice hat.
He's got a new hat today. Yay!
But anyway, so dollar store drive-in.
Yeah.
What are the other requirements?
It has to be under $5. It has to be either found, given to us, or purchased by us. Sometimes we like rent them and stuff too.
We have done that. Not very often, but it does happen.
We usually like to find them in the wild. And it needs to be spooky themed or thriller themed at the very least.
Or sci-fi.
Or sci-fi.
We occasionally do sci-fi.
I think next week is a sci-fi.
Oh, you just gave away the ending. All right. See you next week, kids. Have a good day. Drive safe.
No.
Don't forget to spay and neuter your animals.
Yes. We have many animals in this house.
We have 3 animals and 2 adults.
I would say that is many.
Besides us.
Or few. We have a few animals.
Several.
Yes. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for joining us. Occasionally, if this is a 6:30 p.m. Central Time on a Wednesday night, you will find us in the chat on either tinglertelevision.com or YouTube. Just to kind of depending on the circumstances. So
by the time you see this episode, some time will have passed and things will have changed and hopefully be for the better because the show is going back to Roku. So by the time you see this may actually be back streaming on Roku by February. But right now, Tingler Television and our fearless leader, Eulogy Mortem, has been going through some tough times due to weather incidents. And so they are currently dealing with some stuff that has caused the show to not be aired for a while. So just as a heads up, if you've been not seeing us as regularly or there's been interruptions or what we've been saying hasn't really worked out in terms of being in the chat and stuff like that, it's not for lack of trying. It's just because of the current situation, which hopefully will be fixed.
Yes. Yes. So. But this week we watched Everfall, a film by John Kissick. There's one of our dogs now.
He was scratching his ears and I was trying to get him to stop. So
yeah, he was like creepily scratching his ears while he was like watching Joel talk. So, like, yeah. And then he'd like lick his foot. Yes, pretty much like sniffing his hand.
Now he's looking at me like he's judging.
He's like,
me.
Why are you doing it? And I can't. Yeah.
Good boy.
He's a good boy. So yeah, Everfall.
So yes.
Yeah. You want me to read the...
Not to be confused with the Foo Fighter song.
Do you want me to read the synopsis?
Yes, please.
Oh, no. I should have put my cheaters on. This is small print. Okay. Oh, my God.
Either that or
I might have to have you read it. Wow. Okay. A year after an unfortunate accident, Eva has a disappointing tryout at a big figure skating competition. Her coach invites her to compete in a mysterious competition in the small town of Everfall to work on her skills. Eva brings along her boyfriend, Daniel, an extreme sports YouTube star, and his cameraman, Jordan, to document Eva's last chance at resurrecting her skating career. Once in Everfall, though, a series of horrifying events unfold, forcing them to face things more terrible than they could imagine. Oh, yeah.
Even Shaggy's participating.
Shaggy got really into that one.
Yeah. He's the terrible thing that no one can imagine attacking.
Yeah.
And apparently he wants to get in my life.
He's probably making your microphone get all scritchy.
I forgot. We have microphones now, and he's currently messing it up. So I apologize if you just got it really loud. I'll try to fix it in post. I completely forgot about it. So Shaggy, do you realize you're causing distress?
Mayhem and
wherever you
destruction.
go. And
Okay.
now he was sniffing the microphone. This has gone sideways
Haywire.
really fast.
Should we call in the trailer?
Yes, please.
Is it coming?
Where's it coming from?
Shaggy. It's coming from Shaggy.
It's coming from Shaggy.
See, now he's coming.
It's coming from inside the dog. I've shot him 6 times. Not the dog.
Yeah.
My one impression that I do on the show.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, actually.
Donald Pleasance.
So, yeah. Should we show him the trailer?
Yeah, that was a lot of things happening all at once. I'm out.
He's very overwhelmed now.
So we're going to watch a trailer so you guys can see what the film was about. Everfall, not to be confused with the Foo Fighters song. I'm going to keep making that joke, even though it's dumb. And when we come back, we will talk about the movies.
Yeah.
So
we'll be right back.
What are we going to do about this?
I had an accident. I can still come back. It's not too late.
It's over, Eva. And the sooner you can accept that fact, the better. Let's talk about Daniel.
He has nothing to do with this.
He's as much a part of this as you are. I've seen how he affects you, and I know what he did. You're going to need to make a decision about Daniel, and you're going to need to make it soon. Do you understand?
Make a decision about Daniel.
Do you even remember how hard you pushed her? What she did for you?
What do you want from me?
Do you remember what she gave up for you, for your show? What do you want from me? Sacrifice.
We're back. All right. What'd you think of that trailer? Was it funny? I'm sure things happened. I took notes this week.
She did.
If you guys know, sometimes I take notes, sometimes I don't.
She does. I also took notes, but for the first time ever in the history of notes, they're in color.
Ooh.
So I've got the Frankenstein heart thing that I designed.
Cute.
I've got
Fat
bat with a chicken leg because Fat Bat likes to eat. I've got an axe because that ties in with the film. And I drew Eva because Eva is in the film. Not Eva from WALL-E, but
that's what he drew.
That's what I drew was Eva from WALL-E. So
yeah, I like my little.
She drew some pictures too. What did you draw?
I did. I drew Daniel from the Daniel Show.
The Daniel Show.
I drew Eva. Oh, I'm bouncing around here too. I drew Daniel from the Daniel Show again, and I wrote the word dickhead.
That's funny because I wrote on here. I wrote the Daniel Show as a dick. The end.
Yeah, and then I drew an ice skate and lots of hand lettering, like Death Spiral, Skatey McSkater.
The second Daniel Show, he looks like a heart. He looks like he's a heart with a fro. He's a heart fro.
Yeah, he's a heart fro. Heart throb.
Oh, he was not a heartthrob.
No.
Whew. So some fun facts about the film. If there is such a thing. The film is called Everfall, aka The Daniel Show. That's what we're going to call it because they say that repeatedly throughout the film.
You've reached Daniel from the Daniel Show.
You hear that a lot. That's his phone message. He also says the name of the show as he's recording things.
8 million times.
He introduces himself as The Daniel Show.
That's what we're going to start doing. I'm going to be like, this is Joel and Laura from Dollar Store Drive-In.
From the Joel and Laura Show.
From the Joel and Laura Show.
That's what we're going to rename it.
Are we?
No. This is from 2017, currently sitting at 3.4 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database. This was directed by one John Kissick, who is also known for A Miracle on Christmas Lake and a bunch of short films.
That sounds like a made for TV, like a Hallmark movie.
Hallmark.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It is a very much feels like, looks like, tastes like, could be that
Smells
kind of
like.
thing. This was written by John Kissick as well, who wrote this film and all the short movies that I told you about. And then it was co-written by Sean Crawford, who is also known for A Miracle on Christmas Lake, a movie called Here and After, a bunch of shorts, and a lot of TV episodes. So this stars one Jess McLeod, which if you guys are familiar with one of her films, It's a Wonderful Knife. It's a recent Christmas horror film, and she plays the very charming, kind of strange woman, or girl, I guess she's kind of young, who is one of the main characters in the film. And she kind of steals the show in a way from the main actress.
It's a really good movie. So if you haven't seen it, we highly recommend seeing It's a Wonderful Knife.
Check it out.
We were, pleasantly surprised.
It's definitely a Christmas movie, but you could watch it at other times. It's kind of like if Scream took place at Christmas, is kind of how it feels.
Very, very much. Yeah.
She also was in Death Note, the anime, live action anime, which if you're not familiar with Death Note, I like the anime, but I also like the live action. I know I'm kind of in the minority, but if you have Willem Dafoe voicing your main bad guy or / protagonist, can't go wrong in my opinion. And a movie called The Unforgivable, which is a revenge film with, I want to say Sandra Bullock, if I remember.
What was it called?
The Unforgivable. Yeah, not The Unforgiven, The Unforgivable. This also stars Joe Perry, not to be confused with Joe Carey from Stranger Things.
Yeah. At first, when I saw it, I was like, oh, wait, Stranger Things guy?
Yeah.
No.
Joe Perry is known for A Miracle on Christmas Lake.
Oh.
Just going to keep coming back to that.
All right.
A movie called Coupled Up for Christmas. Joe likes the Christmas movies. And American Virgins.
What?
The nice little Venn diagram.
That's weird.
So you've done a couple of Christmas movies, an American Virgins movie, and Everfall? Sorry, we're not going to hire you. And finally, Com Fiore, she recognized who he was when she saw him, and I said she probably would. He was in the film Face Off, which if you've never seen it, it's crazy. John Woo. He was in another John Woo movie called Paycheck, which, again, American John Woo films. He was in Thomas and the Magic Railroad, which was that fantastic film that starred, oh God, he just passed away recently. He was in David Carradine. No, not David Carradine. Peter Fonda. My kid loved Thomas the Tank Engine when they were little, and I saw that movie more times than I care to admit, and I still have nightmares about it. And he was in Thor, the first one with the weird beard on our boy Chris Hemsworth, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2. So a couple of Marvel / Sony movies.
I feel like he always plays like a good, like, side character. He's never like a leading dude.
And he's usually
a bad guy.
Yeah.
He's got that kind of like, I'm an a-hole look about him.
Yeah, like him and like Hugh Gray Scott and who was the guy that we saw in the last show we did?
I thought his name was Doug Ray.
Doug Ray? I thought it was Doug Ray. I don't know.
It's like Doug Ray Scott.
It's one name though.
Yeah, but it's
Dougray.
It's Doug Ray.
He's
really?
I don't know. We'll have to look it up and I'll report back later. She's probably right because she usually is. So at this point, my lovely wife turns to me and says,
"What'd you think?"
And I'm like, well, it's a thing that happened. We watched it. It ended, and now we're talking about it.
Yep. They had a death spiral curse.
I mean, to be fair, it started off very promising. There was some beautiful scenery. The two of the three main characters are on a mountaintop. It's snowy. They're about to pull off a stunt where has a flight suit, like a flying squirrel suit, and he's going to fly down to get views for his channel. But the scenery is beautiful. It must be the people that made it must be in an area where they have access to this. So I had high hopes. I was like, wow, this looks good. This is nice. They're kind of toggling between the footage that goes on YouTube that is lower quality and then the actual film footage, the digital film footage. But that was like the best part. Because then the movie starts.
Yeah. And then it doesn't end for some time and then it ends.
And I don't honestly understand why we needed to see this movie. Like, it's such a weird premise. I just wrote what the hell because I didn't know what was happening or why.
It's very confusing. It flip-flops around on certain things, but like there's no like true storyline. I feel like it's just like all over the place. I mean, I understand it's about this girl who is dating a guy named Daniel. Daniel's kind of a douche.
From the Daniel show?
From the Daniel show. He's kind of a douche. Okay, here's the thing. It's supposed to be like an ice skating movie. I mean, she's wearing ice skates. There's a bloody ice skate on there. It's all ice skatey,
On
you know,
the
this and that. There's no ice skating in it.
Not until the very, 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 very end.
And even then it was far away.
At the very end. But yeah, throughout the movie, they allude to ice skating, but there's no actual skating on ice.
Yeah.
There's just skating around it.
Yeah. And they keep talking about how she had this accident. And like, you don't really know like what they're really like referring to. And you're thinking that, oh, she must have like fallen when she was skating, because that's a real thing. Well, when you do a death spiral, you're like on the ice, like with your head leaning back, and he's like swinging you around like like a cat. Swing cats. I was going to say like a dead cat. That sounds bad. I love cats.
She does like cats. That's why I was like, that's weird. She likes all animals, to be honest.
Swinging around. Yeah. Anyway.
Why are you uffing? Bailey is uffing at us currently. I'm not sure why. So anyway, continue.
So, yeah, that's the main story. And then things happen around it that don't make any sense. And not in a good way. Like, you know, sometimes when I've said this before, I feel like sometimes you watch a movie and you're like, I like this because I'm a little confused, but I also feel like I might know what's happening. Or it's just way over the top and you're like, wow, like, this is like taking me on a trip, right? Like Everything All at Once, you know, that movie, like where it's just like, you know, crazy, adventure. Like thing. It's an adventure. Yes. But also well acted. And, you know, I just, things make sense. And, you know, this is not beautifully shot, not well acted.
No.
Boring.
Confusing.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I did not fall asleep during it.
Because we were talking over it
and drawing
about the film and then doing our little sketches and talking about those. We were paying attention, but it was just like there was these long gaps between things where it was like, okay, what are we doing now? And yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. Like, I like a movie that you don't know what's going on sometimes, you know, take a trip, see where you end up. But this one, it just,
sad.
Yeah, there was no reason to keep your interest up. There was no reason to really like want to pay attention because things that happened so sporadically. And it's supposed to be kind of a thrillery horror thing. Like there's elements of like
The Shining,
like ghosty type stuff,
like Silent Hill.
But those things that happen, you don't really know why. Like they keep alluding to these things, but they never really address them directly until the end. But by that point, you just don't care. Cause I even wrote here, I legit didn't see the ending coming, but I didn't care anyway, you know, like,
yeah.
Once we got to the ending, which was kind of like, oh my goodness, there's a surprise sort of.
Kind of.
You're like.
I mean, I knew something was up, like, you know, but yeah. Cause, you know, he's like skydiving in the beginning. So I was like, oh, maybe he's been dead the whole time.
The whole time.
you know, it was just underwhelming.
It was very underwhelming. And speaking of that, there's a point in the film where they kind of hit the reset button. Like one of the characters has kind of a like moment, sometimes in a movie when they get under the influence of like a spell or drugs
Yeah.
or whatever, and they're like, all of a sudden they're back to a certain point at the beginning of the movie, and they're like, oh, was it all a dream? Did it not happen? And that happened, and I don't know where I was going with this. So yeah, that's just it. It was like the movie had lost its train of thought. It's like it went back.
That is exactly right.
And you're like, okay, so was it a dream? Was it drug related? Was it, is it some sort of ghosty thing that's happening?
Yeah, because one guy was like, well, they planned this all along. You've been drugged. And then you're like, are they drugged?
Right. Like some of the characters, I don't even know if they were actually there.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's the entire subplot with the main character's mom.
Yeah.
Like,
and her like a-hole ex-husband.
By the way, I don't know why Bailey
he's growling at you,
barking at me, but
he's just staring at him from off camera.
I think it's partially because Shaggy's over here, and also because
it's dinner time.
Because he's hungry.
Yeah.
Now Shaggy's going to go see what's up, and so you may hear some tussling here in a minute if they decide that they don't want to deal with each other's nonsense.
That's what it was. He wants to sit on you.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Yep. Okay. Careful with your mic.
Yep. And now he's going to get mad at
jealous.
Shaggy.
He's jealous that Shaggy was sitting by you.
Apparently.
It's fine.
All right.
What is even happening today? Is it a full moon?
I don't know. I think they saw the movie and now they're confused by it,
have
and
lost
it's causing
their mind.
Confusion. Okay.
Okay. That's happening.
So I apologize about the mic again. I'll do my best to make sure that things don't go sideways. Okay.
One of these days we'll turn into a professional.
No, that's never going to happen. Not as long as we have little pooches.
Like professional.
What were we talking about? Oh, that the mom realizes something is wrong and decides that she needs to go to find out, if her daughter's safe. But there's supposed to be this horrific, large, massive fire going on. So they've closed the roads, and she goes with her ex, who is the fire captain, because he's going to help her get through the blockade to get up to this resort where her daughter is supposed to be at this ski thing or the skating thing. They get there, and one of the guys that is like, I still can't let you through, Captain. He's like, because the chief said that we can't let anybody go. He's like, you don't want to see it anyway. It's the worst thing you've ever seen. This is like the worst thing that's ever happened. You have to
go so fast, and there's fire everywhere, kind of a thing.
And then they realize that his ex-wife, her mom, is his teacher, because the guy apparently was 10 years ago was in her class, and he thought really highly of her, and vice versa. And she convinces him to let him go through finally. And once they go through, we never see any of this fire they're talking about. The fire
they quickly go over a bridge that's not on fire.
Yep. And when they get up to the skating arena, it's on fire, but it has just started on fire.
And
probably
nothing else is on fire.
Zero things are on fire otherwise. So we're like, what's all the thing about this fire and all this crap, this subplot? Because none of it is even a thing that happens. Like,
so weird.
And then they get there and they're like, oh, this is on fire. And you're like, oh, that can't be what they're talking about because this just started. But okay.
I mean, it didn't just start. It was fully engulfed.
I mean, but it had been within the last 15, 20 minutes. It wasn't like, it was fairly recent.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough that the people down there that were blocking off the road, that's what the fire they were talking about. This was an unrelated fire in my opinion.
I just thought it was really weird.
It was strange. It didn't make sense. I even wrote what the actual F on here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
If you haven't figured it out by now, I don't think either
like
one of us was a fan of this film.
No.
If I could ask for the time back, I wouldn't, because then we wouldn't have a show. But I also wouldn't mind having some of it back because it was kind of a waste of time.
Yeah.
Sorry to everyone involved.
So on a scale of 1 to 5 death spirals.
A death spiral.
What would you give it?
Well, all right. So for Jess McLeod, who we liked from It's a Wonderful Life, and Com Fiore, who's, fine in the stuff he does, and because it provided some nice, cute little drawings. I'll give it a 0.25, but that's it.
I'm giving it a 1 because I didn't fall asleep. That's it.
I feel like this rating system is
Flawed.
is flawed because I know you liked it less than that, but you've set it up, you're sticking with it. I respect that, and I'll try to bring down the overall score by making sure that I let people know that we did not care for this.
We did not care for it.
And Bailey didn't like it either, right? High five. He didn't like it either.
No.
So
all right. Well, if they don't want to watch this movie, what should they watch?
Bailey. Just watch Bailey for an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Much more entertaining. Well, I originally wrote this down, and then halfway through the movie, I erased it and put another movie down. And then at the end of the movie, I'm like, nope, I'm going to stick with my original thing. And so I erased that second thing, and I put this back down again. So we've already mentioned this film in the course of this. It doesn't exactly match up, but it's similar enough and a better film. So we're just going to stick with 2006 Silent Hill, not to be confused with the sequel, because the sequel to Silent Hill was not good. But the original is on the shelf. I enjoyed it. It's not perfect, but Rhoda Mitchell is in it, and Laurie Holden. Both are great. And the scenes with Pyramid Head, I understood why he's kind of a scary dude.
The nurses,
the bubblehead nurses are definitely kind of unsettling. And like I said, it's got its problems. Oh, and the siren, you gotta love a good siren, like in The Purge or that. He is insisting on, if I stop for even a second, he starts pushing back against me, and I'm afraid he's going to hit my mic. So, enjoy the petting of the dog here. So yes, that's what we're going with.
He loves you.
Ooh, you talking to him or me?
The dog.
Oh, I thought you were telling him that I loved him.
Oh. All right. So what are we watching next week?
Next week, chosen at random from the big box of I dropped my hat. It's going to be hairy now.
The big box of I dropped my hat.
It's going to be hairy now. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Chosen at random. We are watching
Passengers. Which,
when I originally picked up the movie at Dollar General, admittedly, I looked at it, and in passing, I read a couple of the just, I skimmed it just enough. I didn't want to know the plot. I just wanted to make sure that it sounded kind of spoopy. And there were the few words that I grabbed sounded kind of like it may be a little thrillery,
intense.
It is definitely a true sci-fi film that might have a couple of small thriller elements, but it's definitely not a horror film. So we're kind of veering a little bit to the left. I asked her if we should stick with it. She said, yes, we're going to stick with it. And, cause we said we do sci-fi.
Yep.
So,
and it's starring Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt.
And it's from 2016, in case I didn't say that.
One of the most fancy movies we've ever seen.
It is a pretty giant, compared to what we normally watch. It's a big budget movie. And I don't remember much about it. So I don't know if it just didn't do well or what, but.
Well, let me do a little reading.
Just gonna do a little reading, a little saffron.
Doing some reading. Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt star in a high-stakes adventure about two passengers, Aurora and Jim, on board a spaceship transporting them to a new life on another planet. The trip takes a deadly turn when the hibernation pods mysteriously wake them 90 years before they reach their destination. As they try to unravel the mystery behind the malfunction, they discover that the ship itself is in grave danger. With the lives of 5,000 sleeping passengers at stake, only Jim and Aurora can save them all.
It sounds kind of like Alien without the alien, because, they wake up a little too early, or Planet of the Apes, they wake up a little too late in that case. But I don't know. I mean, I love a good sci-fi movie.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's got a big budget, on special effects, I like seeing, spacey, spaceshipy kind of things. So, I don't know. We'll give it a shot.
Ooh.
What?
Passengers Awakening virtual reality experience. Wake up on the starship Avalon in this immersive VR puzzle experience. Help Jim Preston fix the ship before 5,000 sleeping passengers perish.
What? Why wouldn't they
And
give him a
book your
more?
passage now at, oh, it's a PlayStation.
Why wouldn't they give him a cooler name?
Is this a video game?
Avalon and Jim? I have no idea. We'll have to do some research and follow up. But that sounds like it's a video game.
It was like
VR.
PlayStation, and like you can get it on a whole bunch of other things.
Huh.
Neat. I don't know which one came first.
The chicken or the egg?
Yeah.
We'll have to figure it out before next week.
Yeah.
Do
All
some
right.
research. Let me know.
If they want to find us, where can they find us?
They can find us on our brand new website that has been newly updated. By the time they get this, you will all know that we haven't told anybody yet, but you guys are hearing this first, even though it's in the future. So at thenewlydeads.com, same great website that you know and love, but all new and improved.
Yep. There's all sorts of things on there, from blog posts from Joel,
Hopefully her at some point.
maybe me. We have a free download if you want to download a free mushroom sticker or
Whatever you
like
wanna do with it.
PNG, whatever you want to do with it. Created by me. Hopefully we'll have some more things uploaded for you guys for like freebies and some other art if you want to purchase some of Joel's, art and such and things and stuff.
We've always kind of pushed it as being a one-stop shop for all things Newlydeads. Now that's true. It's got links to our YouTube channel, including videos you can watch directly on the page. It's got a link to the Tingler television channels. You can also, same thing.
Yep. We've got links to some of our other like artists that we work with and people who support local businesses and local art and all sorts of fun things.
And if all things go to plan, we'll be reposting the shows in an audio format as a podcast. It's the same show that you're seeing here, but in an audio format. So if you're not able to watch a show for XYZ reason, but like say at work, you can listen instead and you'd still like to check out what we're doing, you'll have that option through the website. And I feel like there'll also be information about us, which, has been on the old site, but, and I feel like there was something else we're doing, but it's like literally there's a whole bunch of stuff all crammed in this nice little package that she has designed. And, so
yeah,
check it out.
Awesome. And, as always, thank you so much for watching us. And until next week,
Keep it cheap and creepy and sometimes science fiction-y.
ooh, all right. Thank you.